Welcome back to The Hustle, episode 2, with myself, your host, Ben Anderson. And it's been 3 years, and I'm not going to call it a comeback, but I'm enjoying being back with all of you guys today to talk about the future of real estate, mortgage, and home ownership, where AI is coming to collide in the middle of all this, and what that means for my originators, for my realtors, and even most importantly, for customers. So welcome back to The Hustle. Last week, I shared where I've been for the past 3 years, where I moved, where my family's at, and what I've been working on. And that project now comes full force in episode number 2. It's called Welcome to Cindie. Cindie. Her name is Cindie, and Cindie is the AI agent, the AI end-to-end mortgage officer I've been building for the past 3 years. I saw AI come to fruition very early on. I think it was early 2022 when I saw ChatGPT become commercialized. This is, mind you, at the end of my kind of coaching tenure, and I stopped coaching loan officers altogether, and I started coaching AI. And I said, if I can get this AI agent to become everything I always wanted every loan officer to be, we could really recreate and more transform the entire mortgage and real estate industry. So the same way that Google owns search, the same way that Amazon owns shopping, I am building Cindie for all of you so that she can own homes and real estate and mortgage. And I believe that she's the biggest innovation in our industry. And it starts with the online application, getting her started, getting her into consumers' pockets, getting her to be in real world. So Cindie's been in live production for over a year now, had 2 million conversations, and now it's time for you to meet her. Because she's not just another CRM, she's not just a chatbot, she's the future of AI home assistance and home ownership. So here's the problem. Over the last 25 years that I've seen in our industry, and I've originated over $3 billion in mortgages, been a top producer, and coached the highest producing LOs in our industry. And we all don't have a lead problem. We all don't have a technology problem. We all have a relationship problem. I'm going to say 3 words that every loan officer would love to hear. It is called CTC. And most of us think of CTC as clear to close. But I call CTC as contact the client. That's the one thing we never do after closing. Those of us who contact the client after closing just because they want to continue the call, understand that's where the money is truly, really made. But mortgage is transactional. We only call selfishly when we want to earn money. We only call clients when rates go down and it's obvious that they need to get our help. But we aren't calling clients all the time because we don't have the time just to call them and talk about their lives, because that's not a path to money. Because most LOs are centered on closings and commissions. But what if we could take this AI, which is Cindie, and make her a relationship expert to stay in contact with every client for life? Would you not never lose a client again? Thousands of past clients, leads every single day, you name it, realtors, referral partners, CPAs, attorneys, escrow agents, title officers, financial planners, divorce attorneys. Everybody and anybody should be connected to Cindie through you so you can scale your business for follow-ups, annual reviews, life events. No one can keep up with the demand of a customer. Clients will do 10 loans in their life, the 7 Ds, death, diapers, downsize, divorce, deconstruct, debt. People are doing mortgages all the time. And for us human beings, we're limited by our humanism because we can only contact so many clients a day. So why I built Cindie? Because 3 years ago, I had one simple question. What if every loan officer had the best assistant they've ever hired? So for our industry and for all of you, I've been building that assistant, Cindie. She never sleeps, never forgets anything, never misses a follow-up, never lets a lead go cold, can handle thousands of conversations all at the same time, can answer questions instantly, can collect all documents, schedule appointments, nurture borrowers for years, identify refinance opportunities, alert clients when rates go down, and can recognize someone who is ready to buy again. See, that's Cindie. And she stands for Customer Nurture Data Intelligence Engine. She's not software, she's an AI teammate. She works aside you from the very first conversation all the way through closing, and then manages that client for life. And I'll even ask for referrals. See, AI is not going to replace LOs. When I show most people Cindie, they ask me, is AI going to replace LOs? Are we going to be out of a job? How long until this market changed? My answer is very simple, absolutely not. She will replace people that don't use her or an AI version like her. But what she will do is amplify your business. Because people don't wake up thinking they want to see AI get them a mortgage. They wake up thinking, I want to save money. I've got too much debt. I want to buy a home. I've got to relocate. I'm going through a life event. I've got to relocate. I've got to upsize. I've got to downsize. I want to see how much home I can afford. And the problem is, when they have these questions, a human's not always there. And because we are human, we don't call our past clients like we should. They're just going to call you because they know calling you might cost them having to do a mortgage. Most people don't want to be sold into just doing a mortgage. They want a relationship with the client. Human beings are always going to be there for advice. This is always going to be a relationship business. There's a lot more to the business than just a relationship. It's all the busy work. So introducing you guys to Cindie today is going through the customer's lens first. We built Cindie for the past 3 years to help customers get a better mortgage education, which then leads them back to you. Think, for my homeowners out there watching or listening along, think of Cindie as the agent that makes you feel like a smart homeowner, where you don't have to go to a loan officer for general questions, such as, should I refinance? How much equity do I have? Can I buy a home? How much home can I afford? What's an FHA loan? Should I go conventional, FHA? What's a down payment assistance loan? What's a credit score that I have to have in order to buy a home in this area code? What's my home worth today? Now they simply just go to what's called Ask Cindie. So Ask Cindie is how consumers get in the funnel. And for 25 years, I have helped thousands of families better understand the mortgage process and making decisions. So I trained Cindie with that experience and expertise, those strategies and that philosophy, how to understand your options all the time. Now, every homeowner can have access to this guidance to make wise choices and to find out how to become wealthy and smarter with real estate. And so they go through a funnel of all these Q&As and understanding their process and their options. And then they get to a human being when it's time for the high level loan officer licensing stuff. You see, technology is not going to replace the relationship, but technology and I is going to strengthen the relationship. So knowing my loan officers and my realtors and my industry professionals like I do, I know you're far too busy to go build some massive AI platform. And the people that are building things like this are tech gurus. They don't speak our language. I am one of you. I understand everything about our consumer, what they want, what they need, and how to get them through the process. So I started by building Cindie for consumers first, so she could be in live with more than 2 million conversations under her belt. Now she is seasoned and ready to help loan officers scale their business. So there's two sides of it. There's the Ask Cindie platform for consumers, where they can talk to her, understand their options, and do all the pre-application qualification and vetting process. Then there's the originator side, where she comes in to help you all out, is by helping you manage thousands, if not millions of clients all at the same time, because it's a numbers game. Every single day, someone's buying, someone's selling, someone's upsizing, downsizing, moving, relocating. Cindie helps you manage all those clients so that you never lose a deal again. If a client needs an interest rate, they're talking to Cindie and getting back to you for a quote. If the client wants to understand their options and just the mortgage process, Cindie's getting them through that process. She is built to take basic applications, collect documents, do marketing, answer questions, connect them to you live on a call, transfer them to you via text, email clients with you on the thread. She builds conditional needs lists, gets documents, and pre-processes files. And then after closing, she'll stay in contact with the client for life. So she's the glue that our industry has always been missing, that will connect consumers and connect professionals and keep everybody in touch and on top of mind. See, building this over the past 3 years has been all out work. It's taken everything out of me. It's been sleepless nights, but it's been worth it because I'm seeing the fruits of that labor, and my team's been awesome to support us. Couldn't do it alone. Because this is much, much, much bigger than software. It's a new way of thinking about mortgage. Instead of managing transactions, we build lifelong relationships. Instead of reacting, we stay connected. Instead of hoping clients remember us, we become the trusted homeownership partner for life. That's the future that I see, and that's why I built Cindie. And over the next several episodes, I'm going to show you exactly how AI workforce is changing our industry. Bring clients on the phone and ask them, these are real people who got their loan done through Cindie, how that experience was. Was it better than the traditional loan officer? Because I'll tell you what, she's much more responsive than we could be, because she gives people what you and I don't have, time. And if that client has needs that takes 10 hours to get through a conversation, she'll work with them until their needs are met and bring you or me in when the time is right. So she's not just better for loan officers, she's better for homeowners and people that want to get a better shake in real estate. So over the next couple episodes, I'll be diving into consumers, showing you really what has happened since we rolled her out and how much better life has been since Cindie's been on our team. Thanks for watching. My whole heart is in making this work for us, and I won't stop until I crush it. So thanks for listening to The Hustle. I'm your host, Ben Anderson, and this is only the beginning.